A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. And here we are back with our NTA UGC NET preparations for Paper 1 December 2023 cycle. That is your exams which are starting from 6th of December. And in this particular series, we have taken up all the previous year latest cycle questions. So this cycle is basically targeting from 2021 to 2023. And these particular sessions will be covering the whole syllabus questions, and we at a time we will be ensuring that we are targeting one topic so that it will be a great revision for you, as well as you will be able to crack your examination with our support in the form of quick revision bank. Now, what is this quick revision bank? This quick revision bank is something where you will be getting 4,500 plus MCQs. These MCQs will be consisting of all the updated MCQs till June 2023. Unit wise, 500 plus questions are covered. That is every unit: teaching aptitude, research aptitude, where we have communication, and so on, short notes, and most repeated MCQs. The target is that you will be scoring 80 plus in your paper 1. The fees for same is 699. You can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp numbers which are reflected on the screen. At the same time, you will be having a complete, we do provide a complete course for your December 2023 cycle consisting of live lectures, full syllabus test, notes, 60 plus mock test, 2000 plus MCQs. All this is available at 20% off. That is, a total fee cost is rupees 3,600. This you will also get, with the help of your global online app. Now, how to go for that? With the help of Google Play Store, download the global online app. Once you download the global online app, you will get an access to the, after registering your mobile number, you'll get an access. And once you buy the course, you get an access to all the materials which are in the form of notes, the live lectures. You also have, with respect to your mock test, MCQ lecture. So this all will be a part of what? Which is all will be a part of your study material. So yes, now let's start the session with the topic for the day. So we will be starting with the topic that is, yes. Okay. So we are starting with teaching aptitude, everyone. So let's see. Okay. So let's see how exactly this goes off with you. The first question on the screen is, given below are the two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. So statement 1 is learner-centered approach is a center on, it's centered on teacher needs. So we have learner-centered approach, which is centered, which is the main aim is on teacher's needs. Whereas learner-centered approach is centered on cooperative determination of subject matter. So you have these two options which are given, and from these two options you have to indicate that which of the options stands to be correct, or which options are, whether the statement is right, wrong, whether the statement is correct, incorrect. Okay, so let's see how many of you are able to understand this. Yes, so we have question number 1. We have question number 1. Question number 1 is with both statements correct, incorrect, or whether it is one is right, one is not right. So let's see which of them stands to be what, which of them stands to be right or wrong. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so we have to take 1 minute's time to choose the answer that answer comes well, and we are moving ahead. Okay, so if you see statement number 1, statement 1 says that teaching aptitude, learner centered. Okay, it is talking about what? It is talking about your learner centered method, which is on teacher's needs. So learner-centered is on teacher needs. We have done this very well, whether it is memory level, understanding level, reflective level. We have done two methods, that is teacher-centered, learner-centered. So we know very well learner-centered approach is not on teacher's needs. So your first statement stands to be incorrect. So if you see first statements, option number B and option number D are, option number 2 and 4 can be considered right now. But let's read question number 2 also. Statements 2 also. Learner-centered approach is centered on cooperative determination of subject matter. So learner-centered is basically based on what? The cooperative determination of the subject matter. So yes, that is what the main aim of the learner-centered method is. So statement number 1 is true, and statement number 1 is incorrect and statement number 2 is correct, and hence the right answer stands to be your option number 4. So your right answer is option number 4. So I hope it is very clear, very simple statement, but the statement is of latest cycle. So see how they can, make you just confuse you with the statement. So be careful, your concept should be clear. Okay, let's go to question number 2, everyone. So question number 2 is, which of the following is a technique to provide right kind of support in right amount at right time to increase child competency? So when we talk about a technique, so that it is the name of a technique which helps to give a right kind of support at right amount and right time to increase the child's competency. So the technique is scaffolding, assistant, accommodation, or schemas. We have done this also very well. Topics in our theory lecture. So you should be knowing this topic very well. We have studied this properly. So the scheme which helps you to provide support with respect to what? With respect to the right amount, right time in order to increase the child's competency. So that is nothing but the support is called as what? The support is called as scaffolding. So if you remember, the right answer is option number A. So if you remember, we have studied the concept called as zone of proximal development. So zone of proximal development, something which a learner knows, okay, something which a learner is getting the help with the help of his peers or teachers, and that support is provided till the time the learner is able to learn, and that is nothing but technique is called as scaffolding. Okay, yes, so this is the right answer. Okay, let's move to question number 3 now. So now question number 3 is, Swayam Prabha is an educational learning platform initiated by DTH channels, that is direct to home channels, and this is available 24/7 through what? So through Ministry of Human Resource Development, University Grant Commission, Consortium for Educational Communication, or All India Council of Technical Education. So basically, what type of educational, the Swayam Prabha as an educational learning platform which is initiated by DTH channels. This is available 24/7 through what? Okay, so through what this channel is available. So you have to give the important concepts. You have to make sure that you are giving the platform name, which platform is initiated. So whether it is ministry, whether it is UGC, whether it is CC, or whether it is All India Technical Council, All India Council for Technical Education. So here we have, I have just listed out the full forms. Maybe you may not get the full form. You will just get the short form. So you should be very clear about the topic. Okay. So yes, coming to question number 3, everyone. So for question number 3, the right option, yes, who has initiated that? So that initiation is done by Ministry of Human Resource and Development, that is now which is called as Ministry of Education. So these details are provided just for your understanding, but in exams you may not get such details. You may just get either the acronyms only, right? Okay, now coming to the next is question number 4. So now question number 4, a learner combines his or her previous schemes or modifies them as per the new experience. The process of combining or modifying the existing schemes and to arrive at a new scheme is called as what? So we are talking about what? We are talking about a combination or a modification as per the experience, learner's experience. So this process of combination as well as, modifying the schemes in order to arrive for a new scheme is called as what? Is it accommodation? Is it assimilation? Is it adaptation? Or is it equilibration? So this particular combination is known as what? Or this particular combination is called as what? Okay. Yes, let's see. So the learner combines his or her previous schemes or modifies them as per the new experiences. So this process of combination or modification is basically called as what? So yes, this process of combination and modification is nothing but it is called as the accommodation, to accommodate. Okay, to accommodate, it means to, it's not to adapt, to you can say to adjust. To accommodate is to adjust, right? Okay, now coming to question number 5, everyone. So question number 5, okay. Yes. So question number 5 is about which of the following curriculum development models come under the technical scientific model. Okay. So we are talking about what? We are talking about the curriculum development model, which basically comes under what? Which comes under technical scientific model. So we have technical scientific model. So this technical scientific model, it comes under what? So they have given you the options such as open classroom, Tabas model, Weston and Fatini model, Rogers model. So yes, these models are available. Sorry. So this technical scientific model, it's basically what? So technical scientific model, as I told you in one of the session, I've taken this question. So it is, a curriculum development which is useful for structuring the learning environment. So there are various models, which comes under this technical scientific model, which are useful for the development of a or structuring the learning environment. So which model is used? Open classroom model, Tabas model, Western Fatney model, or it is basically called as what? It is called as the Rogers model of interpersonal relation. So which is known as the right answer for question number 5. So yes, for question number 5, the right answer is Weston and Fatney model. As I said, this model comes under the technical scientific model. It means this model helps to structurize the learning environment, right? Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now we have, as I told, I have taken different shifts. Okay. So coming to now 2023 questions. So this questions, as I said, it will really help you out to give a good amount of practice as well as, the latest questions. So you know which topics to be very clear with. Okay, coming to question number 1, which of the following statements best describes brainstorming method of teaching? So we have, we have the methods following, which of the following statements? Now, these statements are describing brainstorming method of teaching. So production of a large number of ideas, small step presentation with feedback, content delivery in a lucid language, or theme-based interaction among participants. So out of these models, which models basically describe brainstorming? So now this brainstorming word is very common, very, is used almost everywhere. So especially in your paper 1, you will be able to see this. So you should now able to answer this very well. Brainstorming, it means, basically a lot of people working on a specific idea. So it is nothing but it is called as what? Production of number of ideas, large number of ideas is called as brainstorming. So the right answer is option number 1. So please remember, now we are doing the questions for the questions which had appeared in 2023 cycle. Okay, before this I did questions which would appeared in 2021 cycle, right? So these questions, sorry, 2023 cycle, but morning shift, evening shift. Okay, so we are taking both the shifts questions and helping you out to get a good amount of options, right? Okay, now coming to question number 2, everyone. Now question number 2 is, which of the following are the main characteristics of a learner-centered approach? So when we talk about a learner-centered approach, now see, learner-centered topic, teacher-centered and learner-centered topics, these are the very common topics. So you should make sure that you are not giving up on these topic very well. Okay, so which of the characteristics are of learner-centered approach? So it is based on rigid curriculum, it is centered on cooperative determination, it is mainly centered on teacher needs, or it lays emphasis on variety of exposure. So which from the given options will be correct, whether it is option number A, B, D, A and C, B and D, or B and C? So from the given options, the main characteristics of learner-centered approach. So we are talking about what? We are talking about learner-centered approach. So which characteristics of learner-centered approach is given in the list? Okay, come on. Yes, we can start answering for this question. So look for the options properly below. We have done this question very well. See the same cycle, but how even the questions are twisted. Okay, so when we talk about the main characteristics of learner-centered approach, it's based on rigid curriculum or a cooperative determination or the teacher-centered needs or exposure or emphasis on variety of exposure. So yes, from the given options, it is basically option number 2 and sorry, it is basically option number B and option number C. Here I have just so it is basically option number B and option number C. That is here. The right answer will be option number 4. Okay, so it is basically talking about what it. Sorry. Here I'm just a second. Here, little bit of confusion. It is there. Here the topic. Okay, sorry. So the option number B, that it is determinant on the subject matter, and yes, it lays to the emphasis on variety of exposure needs. So here I just oversaw it as learner needs. So be careful. See, some small mistakes can happen. So the right option is option number 3. That is option number B and D stands to be right answer, right? Okay, coming to the next question, that is question number 3. Now, question number 3 again is on Swayam Prabha, and this I have given in my class in theory lecture. This I have given you very clearly. The channel of Swayam Prabha are linked from BSAC. Okay, now BSAC is Aurangabad, or whether it is Hyderabad, Gandhinagar, or Bangalore. This is there clearly in my theory lectures. So you can understand now how important it is, to understand the theory part also, and then go for MCQs. So the channels of Swayam Prabha are linked from BSAP, whether it is Aurangabad, whether it is Hyderabad, whether it is Gandhinagar, or whether it is Bangalore. So yes, if you have learned the theory very well and the classes you have attended very well, so it has uplinked from BSAP, that is nothing but Gandhinagar, right? So the right answer is what? The right answer is Gandhinagar. Okay, coming to question number 4, everyone. So let's see what is question number 4. So question number 4, you have two statements, that is Tpack Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge Framework has been developed by Mishra and Clocher in 2006. That is the statement 1. Tpack framework comprises of 6 components. Okay, so now you have a question which is based on the topic is called as Tpack. Okay, and now based on that you have to tell that whether it was formed by whom, okay, and how many components does it has. Okay, so yes, which statement will be right? So for that you should know what is Tpack. So basically, in case if you're not aware of this technological pedagogical content knowledge, it is nothing but a integration framework which identifies 3 types of knowledge. That is, instructors needs to combine for successful technology. That is technology, the pedagogy, and the content. These are the 3 things which are a part of what? Which are a part of your Tpack. Okay, now they are asking us that it was developed by whom, and they are asking us it is basically it has 6 components. So you have to tell whether which is correct or which is incorrect. So yes, coming to a little bit of information which I gave you based on that Tpack. So Tpack is a framework, yes, which has been developed by Mishra and Clocher in 2006. That is absolutely correct. But it is a framework comprising of 6 components. No, it is incorrect. It is a framework which is comprising of 7 components. Okay, so statement 1 stands to be correct and 2 stands to be incorrect, right? Okay, yes. Now coming to question number 5, everyone. So question number 5, which of the following statement describes summative evaluation in the evaluation procedure? So when we talk about summative evaluation, so which of them describes summative evaluation? So whether it is the teacher clarifies the doubts of the students, a teacher awards the grades to the students, during the interaction with students in the classroom, the teacher provides feedback, or the learner's motivation is raised by the teachers through question answer session. Okay, so summative. Here you are supposed to answer about what? Here you are supposed to answer about summative feedback. Summative feedback is basically what? So summative feedback is something which talks about, yes, summative feedbacks where the teacher grades to the students after having transacted the coursework. That is at the end. So option number 2, okay, stands to be right option. So one which is graded at the end, okay, is something which is called as what? Your summative evaluation, right? Okay, coming to the next set of questions. Now we will be going for the second, 2023 next cycle. Okay, so in 2023 next cycle, that is next day paper. As I told, I have covered all the papers, all the subjects paper 1 over here, right? So there are two statements again, statement 1 and statement 2. Okay, now statement 1 is about formative evaluation, statement 2 is about summative evaluation. So again, in teaching aptitude, the next important topic is evaluation. You should remember this very well. So in formative evaluation, the overall performance of the students are reported to the parents at the end of the year. Okay, this is what the statement is given. In summative evaluation, the teacher clarifies the doubts of the students in the class itself. So see, such a very, you can say, very easy statement is given. You don't have to, in fact, if you know this topic, the concept of this topic itself, you can do it very well. So what exactly it stands for? So yes, statement 1. Okay, formative evaluation, it is regular feedback. Summative, it is at the end. So statement 1 stands to be incorrect. Statement 2 stands to be incorrect. So the right answer will be both. Statement 1 and 2 are considered as what? They are considered as false. Very good. Okay, coming to the next answer, question number 2, everyone. So question number 2, again statement questions. That Swayam is a program which is initiated by Government of India and designed to achieve the cardinal principles, 6 cardinal principles of education policy. Okay, important principles. Cardinal is nothing but important principles. Statement 2, Swayam has been developed by cooperatively by Ministry of Human Resource Development and All India Council for Technical Education. So from the given information, which statement stands to be right, which statement stands to be wrong? So from the given statement, yes, when we talk about Swayam, okay, and when we talk about, its development, so when it comes Swayam, it's a program which is initiated by Government of India, and it is not designed only to achieve the principles, but it is with respect to higher education also, right? So both the points, I mean to say, here it's not, here it is saying it's only designed to achieve 6 cardinal principles. No, there are many such objectives. And SOYAM is developed by Human Resource Ministry, yes, and All India Council with the help of Infosys. No, it is not developed with the help of Infosys. So yes, in such matters, both the statement stands to be what? Both the statement stands to be false. Okay, so see, Swayam Prabha, again, such an important topic. Inner, they are taking out the questions. They are extracting the questions from lot of inner topics. So you should be able to ensure that, you are able to do it with respect to what? With respect to your topics. Okay, so which of the following is said to be occur without, question number 3 now, which of the following is said to be occurred without reinforcement of particular responses and seems to involve changes in the ways of information is processed? So we are talking about what? The without reinforcement of a particular response and seems to involve changes in the way of information is processed. So whether it will be called as passive learning, whether it will be called as latent learning, whether it will be called as active learning, or whether it will be called as insight learning. So which of them stands to be right? So which of the following is occurred, without the reinforcement of a particular response that seems to involve changes in the ways of information is processed? So whether it is passive, whether it is latent, whether it is active, or whether it is insight learning. Okay, so let's see. Question number 3, the without reinforcement. Okay, when we talk about that with respect to the changes or the information is processed, it is nothing but it is called as what? It is called as latent learning. Okay, in case if you are not familiar with this word, okay, what this latent learning is called as. So latent, basically it's talking about a quality. Okay, so if I say latent learning, it's a form of learning that it's not immediately expressed. Okay. It occurs without any reinforcement. So basically the meaning of Latin learning is something which occurs without reinforcement, and it seems to involve changes the way the information is processed. Okay, right? Yes. Now coming to question number 4, everyone. So question number 4 is all about Brown and Cutifley Parker, which of the following elements, according to them, which are the following elements of cooperative learning? Individual accountability, demonstration, brainstorming, group processing, social skills. So which stands to be what? Which stands to be the uh, elements of cooperative learning? So they have given you the options. Various options are given below. You have to ensure that these options are to be, read properly and answered. So when we talk about cooperative learning, so under cooperative learning, which comes as, the elements of cooperative learning from the given below. So when we talk about individual accountability, yes, individual accountability is one among them. Demonstration is cannot be, a cooperative learning. Whereas you have the next option, that is brainstorming, no, group processing and social skills. So these are the components, or these are the elements which actually comes under what? Which actually comes under cooperative learning. Right? Now, coming to the next question, question number 5, everyone. Again, there are statement questions. You need to answer which statements are right or which statements are wrong. So good teaching is formal in nature. So when we talk about good teaching, it is something which is formal in nature, and there is no difference between teaching and training. Okay, so let's see how you are able to, okay, so when we talk about statements, good teaching is something formal in nature, and there is no difference between teaching and training. So which statement stands to be right? So good teaching, yes, whether it is formal in nature, okay, or it is basically, there is no difference between teaching and training. We have done this in our theory class very well. So good teaching is not necessary. It has to be formal. It can be informal. Formal, informal, but the teaching should happen. And yes, there is a difference between teaching and training. So with this respect, both the statements stands to be incorrect. So the right answer is option number 2. That is both statement 1 and statement 2 stands to be incorrect. Okay. Now, yes, for the 2nd March, we will also do, evening shift papers. So we will take more 5 questions so that it will be easier for you that, okay, you are, the shift papers are happening side by side. It is easier for you to understand. Okay. So now, in which of the following ways Padlet, that is online tool, can be used? Now see, after pandemic, online topics on online teaching is also very common. So they are asking that which of the following ways Padlet can be used? Creative virtual wall, uploading the files, collaborative work, or posting the pictures and text. So when we talk about the Padlet, so basically Padlet is used for what? So yes, when we talk about Padlet, Padlet is basically used for all the 4. For creating virtual wall, yes. For uploading the files, yes. For collaborative work, yes. And for posting the pictures and text. So all this can be happened with the help of online tool that is called as Padlet, right? Okay, coming is next is question number 2. GSAT satellite is used by Swayam Prabha for the program telecast on the DTH channel. The program of Swayam Prabha are available 24/7. So they are given as GSAT, sorry, is used by Swayam Prabha for the program telecast, or the program of Swayam Prabha is available 24/7. So which of the statements stands to be right over here? So option number 2, GSAT 30. So we have studied this also very well, which GSAT is used for Swayam Prabha. Okay. Yes. So anyone, you can also put it in the chat box, which GSAT is used for Swayam Prabha. This is very well we have done in our theory classes. In fact, I have given you a diagrammatic presentation. In that presentation, I have listed, all the important points about your basically with respect to your BSAC also. So GSAT 30, if you remember, GSAT 15 is used for the Swayam Prabha, And the program of Swayam Prabha is available 24/7. So yes, so option number 1 is incorrect and option number 2 is correct, right? Statement. Now, coming to question number 3. So question number 3, which period of learning shows no improvement in the learning curve? Irregular, spruts, plateau, or initial stage. So these are the options we are given below. And which of them shows that there is no learning or no improvement? So when we talk about no improvement, so that is a plateau. Okay, something in the form of a plateau where there is no improvement. It's constant and stagnant, right? Okay, coming to question number 4, everyone. According to Herbert, okay, arrangements of elements of pedagogy of teaching and learning in a sequence. You have to arrange it in a sequence. So preparation, association, presentation, application, generalization. So you have to arrange them in the sequence, the options, okay. Fourth option is not seen. Okay, so fourth option also I've put. So which stands to be correct? Okay, so first is what? Preparation. Yes, after preparation. So if you see here, again, option number 3, it starts with A. So that is, at least you will be very clear, but you have to check all the options. So preparation, yes. Presentation, yes. Then comes your association, yes, how it associates, then generalization, and then comes your application. So here this topic was also very easy, but every time this cannot be a question. So I mean, this cannot be so easier. So you have to be very well prepared with the steps also, right? Coming to the next question, that is question number 5. Again, 2 statements are given. You have to identify the statements. Entry behavior implies the activities and response of the learner after the completion of the teaching learning. Terminal behavior implies the activities of the learner prior to teaching learning. So which which statement stands to be correct? Entry behavior implies the activity and response of the learner after completion? No, not necessary. Terminal behavior implies the activity of learner prior? Definitely not. So both the statements stands to be incorrect. Statement 1 as well as statement 2. So here we have completed almost 4 topics of a cycle. We will be increasing the speed tomorrow onwards. We'll try to target 3 or 5 papers. So it becomes easier for you to complete the topic, and till the examination, you will be ready with your topics very well. So yes, that's all for the day, everyone. Yes, in case if you are looking something for paper 2, so yes, for paper 2, we do have a study material which is available. So for paper 2, we have all the notes and MCQs which are available for the given subjects at the fee cost of rupees 1280. After a 20% discount, you can get in touch with us. And that's all. Tomorrow we'll have again the new topics to be studied and going ahead.